This was a decent season, I think. We had our struggles, our ups and downs, but we definitely improved over our first season with the FRS. It was difficult in some points. We did have mechanical issues going through the season, but I do feel that we did make some improvements, and we had some success this year, but I think we've finished top 4 a couple of times in DMCC, and we had one podium finish a 3rd place, which actually was the first time an FRS had actually seen the podium in a professional drifting competition in North America. So that was kind of a cool accomplishment in itself, but I would have liked it to have been a little bit better of a year. I found last season, on a personal standpoint, we were working a ton. I would come back, we'd go to events in the States, and we'd come back and I'd be working in the shop, and we're extremely busy here at my shop. We try to make changes on the FRS and then, go to another racing event on the weekend. So it was a little bit strenuous last year, sort of running all over North America and running a shop at the same time. So I'm gonna try to kind of balance it out a little bit better this year. I have a lot of great companies that kind of support my program, and when we don't do well, I'm sort of disappointed at myself for not performing for the fans as much as I could. I think in a certain regard, it actually motivates you to go harder. So you get back to the shop, you improve the car, you try to make things better. And as long as you can see an improvement as you're going along, it makes it worthwhile. The way things are going in drifting in North America is if you're not packing 700, 750, even 800 horsepower, that's kind of the minimal amount that you need these days to at least be able to keep up with everyone. I guess I've always had this kind of persona around me where when I ran the Corolla, I was always able to take out bigger teams and bigger guys with these high horsepower cars with my little lightweight Corolla. But in the end, that Corolla really made 400 horsepower, and it was a monster in itself. So I think when we came into the FRS, I had the concept of, well, let's stick with the 4-cylinder and let's see how it does and try to produce as much power as we can out of it. And the way drifting has gone now these days, as compared to when I was running the Corolla, everyone's running a lot of horsepower. So our 2 major changes this year will be the 2JZ and this steering angle kit that we'll be running on the car. We actually had the new chassis acid dipped, and then we stitch welded the whole entire chassis. We did that with the other one, but I think with the dipping, it actually sort of gets rid of all the paint, gets rid of everything, so you have nicer, cleaner welds. And I think from there on in, with a little bit more grip, we should be extremely competitive next season. I think for us to make the change to the 2JZ, we're going from a David versus Goliath sort of situation, and I'm turning into the Goliath, but I think in the end, it's just the way everything has gone with drifting, and it's kind of needed to happen this way. I'm really looking forward to this next sort of stage in my drifting career and really seeing where it's going to take me, and driving a car that's going to make a lot of power and a lot of smoke and be really capable. Truly, this isn't the end. It's really the beginning of something new. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just really looking forward to the 2015 season, and everyone's going to really get to see what I'm capable of after this.